Good evening and welcome to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Janaé Bradford. Let's start with the Suns. Phoenix faced the New York Knicks at Madison Square Garden on Sunday, and it's something about the mecca of basketball that brings the dog out of many players. And that dog in particular was without a doubt Devin Booker. Game tied 113 apiece, the Knicks double-teamed him, but could not stop D Book from nailing the game-winning three with 1.7 seconds left on the clock. Booker finished with 27 points, 11 assists to help extend the Suns' win streak to 7, and he earned Western Conference Player of the Week.
Holly, that would be the Arizona State Sun Devils.
What a turnaround. First-year head coach J.J. Van Niel has Arizona State playing their best volleyball in years. They're plus 14 wins on the season. Huge turnaround, and they've got a dominant opposite player in Marta Levinska.
That's right. For the first time since 2015, Sun Devil Volleyball is back in the NCAA tournament as a number 5 seed. They will face Georgia in the first round on Friday, December 1st in Provo, Utah. The last time ASU won an NCAA tournament game was in 2014 when the team made it to the second round. You can watch all the matches live on ESPN+. It's the end of an era for Pac-12 football in the Valley after the number 16 Arizona Wildcats came into town for another classic Territorial Cup matchup, and it was a lopsided affair. Even though the Sun Devils had home field advantage, they were no match for the Wildcats, who dominated every facet of the game. ASU freshman Jada Rashada made his return, but took the sack on this play. On the other end, Arizona quarterback Noah Fafita threw for a school record 527 yards and 5 touchdowns. Arizona wins 59-23, moving up to number 14 in the rankings. Meanwhile, Kenny Dillingham says his offseason priority is recruiting and fundraising.
It's all inclusive, and the longer I'm the head coach here in year 2 and 3, there are no excuses. There's never excuses, because that's where college football is different than the NFL. It's different because you pick everything that happens in your program you're in control of. So when we're in year 2 and we're in year 3, when you're in year 4, everything is 100% a reflection of what I've allowed to happen. And that starts with donors and fundraising and getting people involved. So I got to go do that.
And as one of the only schools with football and basketball ranked in the top 25, Arizona men's hoops now sit at the number 2 in the latest AP poll. They're still undefeated with a 6-0 record and are the only Pac-12 school on the list. The losing streak continues, however, for the Arizona Cardinals after the LA Rams defeated them at home. Kyler Murray is still getting back in the groove, but was sacked 4 times in this game. And Rams QB Matthew Stafford threw for a season-high 4 touchdowns to win this one 37-14. The Cardinals are still trying to remain optimistic and hopefully finish better than how they started.
Obviously, injuries suck, and, guys are banged up. It's kind of late in the season, and, we've got a late bye this year, but honestly, it doesn't matter. No one really cares. We come to work every day and work. Buddha says it all the time, just work at work. And that's what we got to do to put this together and win some football games.
It might be the offseason in the world of collegiate men's soccer, but the grind never stops for one 17-year-old sophomore in particular. Our Ryan Bennell spoke with GCU'S Ansu Kanneh on how he's aiming to get back to the pros after making his USL debut at just 14 years old.
Ansu Kanneh became the youngest USL debutant at 14 years, 10 months, and 1 day old when he first made an appearance for Phoenix Rising's senior team. But at the time, Kanneh wasn't concerned with breaking any records.
At the time, I didn't really think of it. It was just like, I was just trying to play soccer, I was like, I'm here, I'm having fun. And but now looking back, it was like, oh yeah, it was a big deal.
The now 17-year-old Kanneh moved to Glendale from Liberia at age 10 after his mother was selected for the Department of State's Diversity Visa program, and he's been dominating on the pitch ever since stepping foot in America.
Those are pros, that's their job, They're out there to make money. I'm like this kid just there having fun, and they got kids home that are probably my age.
Although a professional soccer career just 14 years old is a lot to juggle, an ACL injury was a major change of plans for the Liberian national.
I believe in working and just looking forward to the future because things happen quick. You never know. You just keep working, and one thing out of another, things just happens.
After the ACL injury, Kanneh made the decision to change the direction of his athletic career and attend Grand Canyon University. where he is working to get back to the pro level.
He's coming in on his own to do extra stuff, whether it's physically or technically with the ball and all that. You know, he's a player that has a great internal motivation and drive to become better.
And Kanneh is doing all of this while more than 3,000 miles away from home.
But sometimes I wish I can just go home, especially to see my grandma, because she's like my favorite person ever. But just being away from her like 6 years, going to 7 years now, is sometimes like, oh, you know, I wish one day I could just go and see her and come back.
Despite all of these challenges, Kanneh maintains a positive mindset that he will one day make it back to the professional level. In Phoenix, Ryan Bunnell, Cronkite News.
And that wraps up your Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Janaé Bradford. Now back to Jacob and Tabitha.